Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.
Hi GI TV, Bobby X-Man Hildebrand here for another edition of GI's Top 5. Now it's been quite a while since we've done our last one. We've been busy as bees here at the Airsoft GI TV HQ, but we want to make sure that if you want your videos on our Top 5, that we have the opportunity to put them up there. So in case you have some good action footage or any other footage Airsoft related, as well as cool photos, we would love to see your content. So make sure to email that to rossc@airsoftgi.com. Again, let's make sure to email that to rossc@airsoftgi.com. Well, without further ado, let's get our honorable mention done for the week. All right, so our honorable mention this week is actually going to be split up into two parts. The first part of our honorable mention is going to go to Isaac, who sent us a couple different photos. It actually has a pretty good overview of his loadout, and honestly, we all kind of liked his loadout in the marketing department. Looks pretty cool, seems pretty effective for Airsoft, but mainly looks pretty awesome. He also gave us some profile pics, which made it easier to see everything he had on his person. Now the next honorable mention goes out to Foxtrot Mitch HD. This gentleman is on our live show pretty regularly, and this video gives a pretty good overview, or at least like a good, I guess, surrounding shot of his loadout. Also a very good loadout, very good looking loadout, which is why you both made it to our honorable mention slot on this week's GI's Top 5. Alright, so for our fifth slot on this week's GI's Top 5, this is going to go out to Ronnie, who sent this in to Ross. Now what I like about this video is the fact that this gentleman is going for a knife kill and the opposing player just turns and bolts. He does not want to get knife killed pretty hardcore, so it's a really fun video to watch, and the opposing player is trying his best to run away but just does not make it. Very entertaining to watch, and it's definitely why you made it to our Top 5 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. Our number 4 slot for this week is coming out to us from IA Ireland Airsoft. Now, what we liked about this video is that there seemed to be a couple different scenarios at play in this 2-minute video. Also, there was Skyrim music in the background, which my nerdy side is coming out, and I love that game, which made me like this video a lot more. But also, the Airsoft action looks pretty awesome, looks pretty scary, which makes it all the more fun. Make sure to check this out, and this action footage is why you made it to our number 4 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. All right, well, our number 3 slot comes out to us from Scott from Psych 3000. This has got to be one of my personal favorite of top 5 videos in quite some time. Now, Scott goes out and gets multiple knife kills, and I like how quiet he is about it. Just knife kill, knife kill, knife kill, moving from person to person. Ends up clearing an entire section of players, and when he finally gets his team to move forward, he gets grenaded by his own team. A really unfortunate turn of events, but a really ballsy set of just actions and style of play by Scott. I am very impressed, and I had a really good time watching this video. So thank you so much for sending this in, Scott from Psych 3000, and this video is why you made it to our number 3 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. Okay, so our number 2 slot for this week goes out to Martin from Flash Gets Airsoft HD. Now, we chose this video for the overall composition. You know, it's really high quality footage, the slow-mo looks awesome, and it's a very good example of Airsoft play, guns, and gear. You know, just the whole video is very entertaining to us, which is why it made it to our number 2 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. All right, so for our top video on this week's GI's Top 5, it's going to go out to the YouTube channel Top Hat Runner. This is an awesome video. It definitely took a lot of work to get all of the editing in here. You know, it's a great editing job, great gameplay, great footage. It's just all around great. And I gotta say, you know, from playing Battlefield 3, Call of Duty, any number of video games, board games, and role-playing games, this video is very exciting to watch because, you know, when Top Hat Runner shoots an enemy player in the video, you see the crosshairs light up, you hear a sound cue. It sounds awesome. It's like you're in your own personal video game. There's even a really cool map view just so you can show where everyone in the enemy team, your team, anyway. The whole thing is awesome, and we really suggest you check out this video. Overall, this is why you made it to the number 1 slot on this week's GI's Top 5. All right, well, I want to tender a heartfelt thank you to everyone who sent in footage and photos for GI's Top 5. It's honestly the most enjoyable part of Ross and my week, just putting this stuff together, so we thank you for it. Also, make sure if you want to get your footage and photos onto GI's Top 5 that you subscribe to our YouTube page, as well as send in that content to rossc@airsoftgi.com. Once again, rossc@airsoftgi.com. Well, I'm Bob the X-Man Hildebrand. This has been another episode of GI's Top 5, and, well, this This is GI TV.
Airsoft GI would like to thank our sponsors.